Hey everybody, welcome back to another LEGO City update. Jordan here. I know, it's another LEGO City update. Crazy, hey? We're changing things again. Changing modular buildings again. Would we just hurry up and make up our mind already, hey? You know what? The basic layout of what we have going on right now really does work. We really do like it. And it is going to essentially stay how it is. However, we're going to be making some significant changes. And the reason we have to make some significant changes to the LEGO City modular building layout is to accommodate the newest and largest modular building, the LEGO Skyscraper, known as the Daily Bugle. Yeah, that thing's coming out here right away. It's like May 26th here in 2021, and we're absolutely stoked to get that. There's going to be so many different stories and everything that we can create with that set there, and of course it comes with 25 different Marvel Spider-Man style minifigures, which is just amazing. I cannot wait to get it and integrate it here into the LEGO City. So the first thing that we have to do before getting that set is sort of render the downtown core to prepare for that set. So we've got some ideas, Jose and I do here, and we're going to execute those ideas today in this LEGO City update. So lots to do. Let's get right to it. So our downtown core looks pretty sweet. It's right here with all of the modular buildings, and we got the Lego factory right here. And just in behind the Lego factory, we have some Marvel related stuff. So we've got the Sanctum Sanctorum. We also have the Peter Parker's apartment and also the pizza shop. And then we've got some Harry Potter stuff like Diagon Alley. And just across the street from that, we've got the Sesame Street set beside the custom Lego store, and then the large Ghostbusters HQ on the very end there. Something that's not on the shelf right now, and is pop culture related, is the Avengers Tower. Not on the shelf, did I say? It is on the shelf is what I meant to say, and it's not in the city. So that is actually going to change. We are going to reintegrate not only just the Avengers Tower, but we are also going to reintegrate all of the skyscrapers here into the LEGO City. And the reason we're doing that is because we're getting that new skyscraper, which is the DBC. So LEGO is sort of forcing my hand here. All of these have got to make their way back into the LEGO City. We could be lazy and we could just plop them down right there beside the train station because there's enough room to accommodate all of them, I believe. But I think we're going to be doing something a little bit different. And that involves moving the large 1.5 base plate Ghostbusters HQ. Now this thing actually has some issues when it comes to integrating it into a modular building setting, and I'm going to show you what that issue is right now. We love this building here. It's fantastic. It looks glorious. It's 1.5 base plates, and it's got a little sidewalk going around the sides and on the front, and then it's flush on the back. The problem is these three little hinge bricks right here. Those little guys prevent you from being able to place a modular building right up against the back of it. Why are those hinge bricks there? Because it actually allows you to open up the Ghostbusters HQ and check out all of the detail. Now, personally, I always have mine in a LEGO City format, and I never really open it. So I think Jose and I are actually going to extract this building today, and we're going to replace these little hinge bricks right here with just standard 1x2s. And that's going to allow us to put another modular building right up against the back side of it. So that's the first thing that we're going to do today. And then we're probably going to do some, not serious, but some tweaking of the modular building layout here so that we can accommodate all of our skyscrapers, such as the SIG Tower, the hospital, not the Orthang Tower. Saruman, you can stay here. The hospital, office tower, SIG Tower, and also the Avengers Tower as well, because it just sort of makes sense, and they're going to look great with the new huge DBC. So let's get right to it. Well, about 45 minutes has passed, and we're coming up with new layouts in our mind here. It's like playing Tetris, essentially. Tetris with LEGO modular buildings. So what we have to keep in mind is there's the skyscrapers behind us. There's 4 of them. There's also the DBC, which is 5. That's 5 base plates. Also, we're going to be building the alternate build for the assembly square, which is an inverted corner. So we have to sort of plan in our minds 6.5 base plates where they're going to go here in the downtown core. So we're going to continue discussing it and figure it out. Oh, well, did it again. But I think we've come up with a pretty good plan for the Lego City. Remember a couple minutes ago when I was talking about doing the changes to the Ghostbusters HQ? We've actually come up with something so that we actually don't have to do that. So that's good. And you can see some of the shelves are being emptied there, so the skyscrapers are slowly making their way back into the Lego City. It's a little bit of a mess right now, but just sort of want to share my thoughts and ideas with you guys. So we've cleared some space right here for a building. Then we've got the Avengers Tower on the end of the street, the end of Pop Culture Street there. There's a little slight separation there with a road leading out of the city. And we've got the hospital there. And then I've got one heck of a mess back here in which I'm about to do some slight changes to accommodate some of the other skyscrapers and make a slight modular building change. Just wanted to show you guys the mess that I created before we show you the final product here. Yeah, it's somewhat of a disaster. All right, Mrs. Bricksie and I worked hard on the Lego City, and we're really excited to show you all of the different positive changes, and we actually got a lot more out of it than we originally anticipated. All of the skyscrapers are back in the Lego City, and we have room for the Daily Bugle, and we think it's going to look fantastic. Also, we have some room for the Assembly Square alt build, which is an inverted corner jazz club, I believe it is, and that's going to be positioned here in the Lego City as well. We are excited about it. Got our pillar here. Hello. And you know what? I think we came up with the best solution for everything. So first off, I want to talk to you guys about the inverted corner jazz club. That's actually going to go right over here. You can see we have Sanctum Sanctorum, and then we moved the Sesame Street alt build right there, and you'll see a plate and a half open right there with the pizza truck on it. So that's where we're going to put the inverted corner. It's going to fill that in seamlessly. So now the modular buildings will start right there and work their way around there right down to the Palace Cinema on the far side over there. And this actually used to be a through road, so there used to be straight through there like a grid format, and you can see through the grid there, through the hole by the police station, which was recently relocated as well. We put the train station, and that's between the hospital and also the large office tower, which is obviously now back into the city as well. And next to that we have the SIG tower. Right here is where the police station used to be. And we also moved the pet shop, well, the triple pet shop right over here beside Assembly Square. And those changes were made to make room for the skyscrapers and also to make room for the inverted corner, which is going to go there. It actually works out perfectly because it actually leaves about, I think it's a half or a quarter base plate, and that's going to go in the backside of the Ghostbusters HQ. So right here will be the inverted corner, and then it lines up perfectly with the back of the Ghostbusters HQ. There'll be like a little tiny alley there, so you can access the sidewalks on either side of the Ghostbusters HQ, and also leaves room for those little hinge bricks, so we didn't have to move those. Right here where this construction vehicles are, that's where we're going to put the Dbc Skyscraper, we think. So the Dbc Skyscraper will be seen right there. Now, rather than having all of our skyscrapers together, we try to anticipate having them spread out. So we've got the Avengers Tower at the end of the street there. Then there's a gap there, which is a 32 by 32 road plate leading out of the city. Then we have our hospital, then a shorter building, and then our two tallest, well, taller buildings, the office tower and the SIG tower right there. Also over here on the end of the street, that's where we put our haunted house, which is pretty much free to move at any time. And same with our graveyard. And then beside that, we have a base plate open. Right here, we have a half base plate open beside the Spring Lantern Festival, and then one base plate just over there beside the bookshop. And we also have a plan that's going to free up these two base plates right here with our mini modular mocks on them. They're remocks. Those are going to be able to move as well in the near future, and those are actually going to go over here when we need more room for other mocks in the downtown core. It actually makes sense. Those are going to go right here where you can see the 2 open base plates beside the beach cabanas or beach huts. So right here, that's where the mini modulars are going to go, and it's going to make sense right across the street from the zoo and the farm, which is going to take up those 2 base plates there. Then we have another green open base plate right here, another open base plate right here, and we recently moved, well during this move as well, we moved the Octane gas station, and then we put a little parking spot right here for all of the police vehicles. In the residential, we have 1 open base plate right here where the pap cups are, and another base plate right here. So we've got lots of room for expansion. We've got a place to put the DBC or the Daily Bugle. Then we have our skyscrapers back in the Lego City, and we have plans for more expansion in here. And I really do think it's going to flow quite nicely when we look down like this here, and we've got a nice continuous row of modular buildings starting there and just sort of flowing through the downtown here. Yes, I hope this is the last time we're moving modulars, although you know what, it's all very positive. Moving this stuff just makes room for more buildings, and I'm sure we'll get more coming out in the near future, right? Also, we got to come up with something over here. You'll see beside the Avengers Tower, there's a few half base plates right there in which we've got to fill up, maybe with like a platform 9 3/4 or something like that to blend into the pop culture street here in the city. So that's really about it for today. Just wanted to show you guys how we were going to integrate the skyscrapers back into the city and how we were going to make room for future expansion, and also the Daily Bugle set. Let us know what you think of these changes by commenting below. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out here in the very near future. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.